Hello chaps, and welcome to my build update number 1 for the Airfix 1/72nd scale World War II RAF bomber resupply set. I'm building this to go into a diorama, including my Halifax bomber that I'm building for the RAF Bomber Command buddy build. So where do we start? As usual, the ceremonious bathing of all the parts. I'll let them dry off naturally, and then I separated all the parts into the different assemblies and bagged them, cleaned all the parts up, witness lines, parting lines, etc. Get the parts ready for priming. Next, I drilled out the anchors on the bombs. The one on the left you can see they're solid, molded solid. One on the right you can see the holes drilled through now. I then moved on to the standard tilly, got all the parts ready for that on cocktail sticks, then masked all the windows. The inside surfaces of the doors for the oil bowser had eject pin witness marks that are visible, so filled those, and then got all the rest of the parts onto cocktail sticks ready for priming. I then did the same with the tractor, all the sub-assemblies and parts for that, and then the Bedford WMC truck, all the parts made ready there. And then moved on to all the bombs and the bomb crates for the incendiary bombs, oil drums, fuel canisters and toolbox. And then it was on with the bomb carts, wheels, motorbike, bicycle, ladder and wheel chocks. Then I moved on to the gantry, maintenance gantry, and as you can see on the left there, it's a non-fill, so I had to repair that. There's a gap in the plastic. And the wooden floors on the underside had ejector pin marks that needed filling and sanding. When that was done, everything was then assembled there, ready for priming. There are all the parts, cocktail sticks, everything's ready for go, and as usual I used a black Stynel Res primer. So now when they're dry, we're ready for paint. First colour I used was Flat Earth by Model Masters, and I airbrushed that on all the parts that required that colour. And then after that I used a dark green FS34079 and I airbrushed that onto the bomb trolleys, the bombs, oil drums, fuel canisters, toolbox and the bicycle. And then moved on to detail painting all the set assemblies, and there we see the Bedford WMC truck detail painted. All these have got to be clear coated, decals, weathering and final assembly. They're the wheels for the Bedford WMC truck. And there's the maintenance tower. Tried to make those planks look like wooden planks. And there's the oil drum, fuel canisters, toolbox and the wheels for that maintenance trolley and the ladder. And that's a close-up of the ladder, fuel canisters, oil drum and toolbox. After that I painted the bombs and the incendiary bomb cases, and then the bomb carts, and they're the 4,000, 8,000 pound bombs there sitting on the carts, and a couple of each of the smaller bombs. There's the bicycle, really tiny. As you can see on the next slide, I've included a penny there with a motorbike, so you can get a good idea just how small these parts are. There's the standard Tilly truck, detail painted. That's ready to go. And they're the wheels for the standard Tilly truck, 4 of the wheels and the spare on the right. And then it was onto the oil bowser, detailing the sub-assemblies and parts for that. A few pictures. And after the oil bowser it was on with the tractor. And again, all these parts have got to be clear coated, decals go on, and then some weathering and final assembly. And the last thing I painted was that. That's the wheel chocks. So that's it guys for this update. Next update, as I say, we're going to cover clear coating, decals, weathering, assembler, and then the final matte coat. So until then guys, thanks for watching, thanks for any comments. Talio, chocks away.